Good morning, happy Monday, and emotionally kind of sad because it is the end of this amazing IB.Fit Habit challenge. And guys, the amount of the amount of progress I've seen in this team has been absolutely amazing, and I've also seen some improvement in myself. So let's today go through the results from the InBody that I did this Saturday, as you all know, because I left that out of that video. So today I'm going to go through that and talk about it. But first, I am going to do a form check, and maybe we can be very hands-on in the editing and place the first week and the last week.
Heck yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I'm excited. Let's actually start with the legs. All right, so legs, I feel like they have gotten smaller. Not just like body fat wise, but I feel like my muscle mass has decreased a little bit. But that's only because I haven't been able to train them as properly as I should have been able to. So, well, that is going to be the goal for this rest of the year. I am going to keep on improving my legs. So I might need some more calories, or I might just need a little bit longer duration of recovery, or to be honest, I just need more massages on my legs. So the ab section, and that is feeling pretty darn lean, if you ask me. I even see like new lines right there, but I also see my small veins coming through. That is something that I've had. Wow, I was not even in the screen. Visible abs has always been my stronghold. I don't have to have a low body fat percentage to have abs. So this is just like my best area, in my opinion, myself. Let's see. Arms are actually also coming in, which is for me extremely cool because it rarely happens. My arms is my problem area, where I store a lot of fat. My legs and my arms is where I store my body fat, and not my midsection, as I've said so many times before. But I see my shoulders are still like full, they're round, exactly how I want them. So let's see. Yeah, overall, I'm actually very happy with the look right now.
Yeah, double.
A double comes right up. And that, my friends, will be the last form check. Because if I turn around and show you my back, there will be a censor in this video. So I will not do that. But let's talk about the stats. We got it, people. But first things first. What was the actual aim with my whole challenge? Why did I start it? Well, pretty simple. I wanted to keep my team accountable. I wanted to give them a good head start on this 2024. But for myself, I just wanted to come back into a good rhythm with habits that I truly felt like I could not only focus on, but also make them happen really easily. So for me, my foremost goal with this challenge was to feel in control, if that makes sense. So how did it go? Well, honestly, it took me 2 weeks to get injured. And that initially I thought was like detrimental to what was going on. However, my actual habits that I wanted to create for myself was not even like gym oriented. So first and foremost, you guys know that my goal was to do 1 video per day, not per week, per day for YouTube. And I have done so. This is the last day, and I have managed to do 1 upload long form content once a day for 8 weeks straight. So that is a win. Another habit that I wanted to create was actually to journal at least 4 times per week. It could be small, it could be a longer text, but at least that I wanted to pick up my journal and write something at least 4 times per week. I would say that I managed that to a 90%, so still a good win. Getting my 15+ K steps every single day, that was a no-brainer. It happened every single day. It still will happen every single day because that's what I do. I did, however, have a few days where I fought really hard to get those 15,000, but I felt so victorious every time that I actually did hit those 15K. Some days were way easier than that, and I got like 18 to 24, but overall, I always hit 15K. And one of the other things that I did have on my habit list was to every single week have a to-do list that I really wanted to make sure that I could fully, first and foremost, created, because I wanted to have a to-do list with things that was really, really important to me, that I need to get them done in those 7 days mark. And to even make that felt hard for me from the beginning. So it was a win that I actually managed to do this every of these 8 weeks. But nonetheless, also, and furthermore rather, is the fact that I did manage to almost every week check off that to-do list. It was a few things, but those were things that was out of my control when I was waiting for some things, and that was also a win. So overall, my habits have been checked off, and that feels extremely nice. But now let's go over the physical results. Even though this challenge for me was a more mental habit creating kind of challenge, I still have focused on having habits that can calm me down, which I knew were going to be what I needed to get to my next level of my physique, because whenever you're too stressed, oh boy, you will not get the results that you're looking for. So according to the InBody measurement that I did on Regenix, the difference is just so very slight. It's almost underwhelming that it hardly doesn't even count like I did get any results whatsoever. But visually on the photos, the videos and everything, I do see that I did change. I did shed a little bit more body fat. I cannot fully rely upon the stats that is mentioned on the piece of paper that is done on the machine because there's so many variables. However, the reason why I like doing these InBody tests is solely because you can see trends. You can see if you are moving in the direction that you want to go or if you're actually going backwards. And I'm happy to say that I stayed pretty much the same, which also is almost feeling like a win because I felt like this entire challenge was a huge challenge for me mentally and physically due to the injuries and also due to a lot of things that was going on behind the scenes that I haven't shared with you guys. One day I might feel ready to share it with you, but as of right now, I am not talking about it. But let's just say that if I didn't have this challenge going on, I would have been an emotional wreck and probably not a single video would have been coming out. Instead, we made sure that one video a day came out. Anyways, get back to the numbers, people, because you guys love numbers, right? We started the challenge at 15.2% of body fat, and I ended it at 15.3. So what does that tell you? I pretty much stayed the same, slightly up or slightly down, because we really cannot fully tell because this is not a DEXA. And anyhow, it's still a decent result in my opinion, because maybe I didn't tune in to 150% to my diet, but nonetheless, I feel leaner and I look leaner. And according to this, my skeletal muscle mass was 67.2 pounds and it came down to 66.4 pounds. And my own idea of this, since I do see in some photos that I look bigger and like more defined, as I always tell you guys that whenever you lose body fat, you will look bigger, especially when you're also trying to aim to build more muscle mass. But I do feel like I have lost a little bit of mass in my legs because my leg days has only been kind of maintenance and like accessory type of training since I did hurt my quad 2 weeks in. And the total body weight, people, it started at, let me see again, 139.1. And as of this weekend, it was 138 pounds. So I did lose on the scale. But for me, the scale weight hasn't mattered since, I don't know, a lot of years. And I'm very, very thankful for that because your scale weight truly doesn't say anything about your body composition. And for me, body composition is everything, and I want to make sure that I keep my body fat on a very normal to even like lower number, because I want to feel healthy. I want to be feeling optimal, but not too low, because I want to be hormonally well as well. So one thing that I do want to mention here is that one thing that I have been looking at is my visceral fat levels. And since my body fat in total hasn't gone down so much, I actually started to really look at the visceral fat level. And I'm happy to say that that has gone down. It's still on a level 3, but it has actually decreased from 32.2 down to 31.3. So that for me is an additional win for actually not really focusing that hard on my deficit. I have been on a deficit, I can tell you that, but it hasn't been very strict. Let me then move straight into talking about what's next. So what's next? So honestly though, my number one priority right now will be to feel that my injuries are healing up, and I will do everything that I can to make that happen. So that is my current goal, but my overall goal for this entire year will be to keep changing my physique a little bit. Do I feel like I have a little bit of a backlog on that? Yes, because I cannot train the body part that I want to build upon, which is the legs. Well, I can train them, but I cannot train them as fiercely as I do believe that my physique needs to actually get to its next level. However, I will keep doing my best, and I will keep like applying these habits, because I will not stop. I will continue doing my steps. I will continue journaling. I will continue my best to keep giving you guys videos. However, I will not do it once a day anymore. But I want to come up with quality content. So whatever you guys have in mind that you want to hear more about, please drop it down below in the comment box. And while you're down there scrolling a little bit, please tap that subscribe button. We are so close on hitting 500K, and I'm super, super thankful for that. And I'm really happy to hear that a lot of you have been appreciating me sharing so much about the fitness journey. And if you guys want to hear more about things like that, please let me know, because I'm here creating content for you, and I want to make fitness easier for every one of you. So next goal is to heal up. That is like the closest future. Heal up, continue doing the habits that I'm doing, and feel good. And I really hope that you know what your current goal is, and that you also have a bigger goal in mind further along, but that you have partial goal to get there. Because if your goal over there is too big, you will have a hard time keeping that motivation and that discipline going, because you will feel like it's too far off. So give yourself the chance to break down the goals that you have into smaller paths or partial goals. I don't even know what to call it, but give yourself some chance to not only do it to do it, even though I often do it out of pure passion, but many of us do need to have specific goals. So share them down below as well if you want to. I'm really keen on hearing that. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching for these 8 weeks straight. I'm super thankful for everyone that stuck around, and thank you for all the new friends that I've made. So with that being said, thank you so much. And yeah, subscribe, put on the notification bell, and I will catch you in a few days time. All the best.